If you ever felt that when you scroll past a Roblox game that you used to play when you were younger, like you just see these games just appear on your front page again, and you're like, oh cool, I haven't played that game in so long, I want to try it out, but yet you see it as like, what, 5 players? That is one of the most painful feelings, bro. Like a good Roblox game from back in the day, from your childhood that you played, and it's got like 5 to 10 players. God, bro. That's what happened to with me and Survive the Disasters. Anyone from 2015 knows about this. I had this little iPad mini. I didn't even have like a PC yet. I didn't have a phone yet. Bro, literally, I was still in primary, right? And what I would do is that the game would crash half the time, but I would have so much fun in those 5 minutes where I'll be able to play the game. But I couldn't actually play it because it was running on like 5 FPS. You know, the iPad mini is kind of shit. And nowadays, I'm just thinking more and more of those old games that I used to play when I was younger, but I'm not able to play them anymore, or at least with anyone else, because they're gone forever. And now I think this process is also happening to Doors. I put Doors as the thumbnail of this video. I don't know which thumbnail I'm gonna go use. Here's like some thumbnail ideas that I had scripted out for this video right away, but I think Doors is going through to the same direction. And you know, Doors is not a game that's completely dead, bro. It legit still averages 10 to 20,000 players. It's still technically at like the top 0.0000001% of Roblox games, bro. But I want to compare it to a game like Evade, because even though they're completely different games, I always compare them because they blew up kind of around the same time. As a Roblox YouTuber in like 2022, you had to choose 2 of these games at the time. It was around August, and both of these games blew up. I chose the Evade route. Some people chose the Doors route, for example. But nowadays, Evade is doing much better than Doors. I'm not too sure what's the Evade player count right now. I think it's at like 30 to 40k, and I just checked Doors is at like 13k, and 13k is still insane, bro. I think 13k is still much bigger than a lot of other games, but Doors used to be like top 5, top 10. This game used to have, I think, at least 50k, 60k, 70k players, and at 10k it's almost like, bro, what happened?
What the hell?
And none of my friends play Doors anymore on like a regular basis. None of them do. I'm pretty sure you don't too. Like, we played once when it was the revamp. We played once when they did the modifier thing, but that was legit about it. There was no more Doors game nights after that. I'm pretty sure you guys have experienced this too. And so why do Roblox games die? Why do they fall off? What happened? And if you're actually a Roblox developer, I can actually give you like a foolproof plan to make sure your game doesn't fall off. And so let's talk about Doors a bit more. Let's go deeper into it. Doors and Evade are very different games. Both of them are kind of have roots in horror, like this next parts and stuff, but I think Doors is more horrifying than Evade. Like, both of them are still like completely light. If you compare Doors and Evade to like, I don't know, a real horror game like The Mimic, for example, like it's not scary whatsoever. Those might be scary the first time around, but I remember playing that game for the first time and bro, it was scary. But nah, Evade has never been scary to me. That's why I went for Evade actually. The thing is, Doors is a game that's basically almost the same every single time. There are certain pieces that change, yes, but it's always door 0 to door 100. That's basically the main goal of the game, and it gets super repetitive after a while. I remember sometimes we would go on like win streaks where like me and my friends would actually get to like 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins actually. Not me, because I suck at this game, but I always die at like some random bullshit in like the beginning. But my friends who are actually good at the game, they always survive until the end, and they have insane win streaks. And after a while, you just have to put the game down, because it's like after you reach door 100 for like the 100th time, what else is there to do? I mean, you can do like some extra stuff. I'm pretty sure that's like level 1 door 1 to door 1000 thing. I'm not too sure if you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm putting some footage over the screen right now. Me and my friends trying to beat it.
Bro,
wait,
what do you mean? I was in front of you.
I died.
I was in the front, bro.
But yeah, even we got bored of that. But Evade is sort of different, because most of the time the people that you play with is going to be different. It's going to be never the same. Even though you're playing at the very same maps, the people that you meet in these servers are always going to be different. And at this point, Evade is like a social hangout movement b-hop game. Like, most people play Evade not because like they get scared of next spot and shit. They just play it because, you know, like people in Evade is kind of funny. Like, there's a lot of funny moments to be had in Evade, and also its movement is also pretty sick as well. Like, they get to perform cool tricks and stuff with the tools that we have. That's the reason why people play Evade nowadays. It's like a glorified b-hop simulator in Roblox. And clearly this worked, because considering Evade has almost 0 updates in like the past, I don't know, few months now. I'm pretty sure they're working on something that's crazy, but I don't think they need to be honest. I think like, who are the creators again? Dog and Beef Chocolates. All they need to do really is just keep the game up, and they're probably making tons of money off of the game by just almost doing nothing, to be honest, because it's such an evergreen game. You don't need any updates. Those can easily get back to like 50k, 100k players. They just need to like drop a crazy update like Floor 2 or something like that. I think it's gonna reach 100k easily, but it's gonna go back down to like 20k, 30k, 40k. It's gonna go back down pretty much in a week. It's gonna go back down to normal levels, and that's the difference. You need to find something that's not repetitive. I just got interrupted by some tea right now. And oh yeah, if you're watching this, make sure to drink your water, bro. Stay hydrated. The thing is, if you base your game around like stupid stuff, like going from door 1 to door 100, your game is not gonna live for too long. If it's the same outcome almost every single time, there's literally no point in playing. I think Shadow Boxing Battles went around the same way. Like, Shadow Boxing Battles was like the perfect storm. The meme was just going crazy, and then the game popped up at the same time with it. It was like the perfect storm. But now, bro, I've not seen someone shadow box someone in like months. It hasn't happened, and that game has like, I don't know, maybe like less than 1,000 players now. You can't have something that's built off of something that's repetitive, or built off something that's like a trend or something like that. All of those games are going to flop eventually. I think in about a year or two, there probably won't be any Skiddly Toilet games. It's gonna have the same effect as the next parts, and I think this process is gonna be faster now, knowing that Blue Gray, which is the creator of these Skiddly Toilet games, he's taking down every single game on Roblox and even on YouTube as well. I think I'm gonna make a short about this soon, or a full video to this. But yeah, bro, secondly is because like some people just don't want to develop anymore. Prison Life, I'm pretty sure anybody from like 2017 knows about what this game is. It was the game before Jailbreak. Like before Adopt Me, before Royale High, before all of these roleplay games, the meta was to always make a prison game. There's this good video made by Shopblocks, I'm pretty sure you know who he is, talking about like the evolution, and in 2016, 2017, Prison Life was that game. Prison Life was that game. It reached 50,000 players, and 50,000 players doesn't seem insane now that Adopt Me does like a million on most weekends, but bro, 50,000 was insane back in 2017. You gotta understand that. But it hasn't changed at all. Back in 2017, I was in my grandmother's house sitting with my iPad mini playing some Prison Life. It's 2023 now, and the game hasn't changed whatsoever. Apparently, the dude went to college, and it's been like, what, 6 years? He's already out of college, and he's already got like a job now, bro. Like, he doesn't care about this Roblox stuff. And to be honest, more power to him. If he doesn't need Roblox, it is what it is. If you're like a sucker for these like Prison Life type S games, you need to go check out the remasters. There's like tons of remasters, which in my opinion are way better than compared to the original. And I don't know why like people would still rather to play the original. I think like half of them's like exploiters at this point, because I don't think any like real player is going to go play in the infested exploit land that is Prison Life, because that game has been the same for pretty much the last 6 years. The third reason why I can think why Roblox games mostly fall off is because times usually change. I'm gonna make a separate top video about this. Like, this video is just full of topics combined together, but you might have known about the overstimulation that comes with TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all of that. Most people's attention span is becoming lower. I think it went from like 14 seconds, 15 seconds to like 7 to 8 seconds now. This is why legit most shorts are like 15, 16 seconds, because if the short is even longer than that, nobody's gonna watch it to the end, bro. And this video is like 13 minutes long or something like that. I'm 12 minutes into the recording, and at this point maybe 10% of people are watching, which is crazy, man. I don't know, maybe I'm just shit at speaking, but the fact is people have so little patience for like content now, and this also applies to Roblox as well. If a game is not appealing in like the first 5 to 10 seconds, you're done. The game's not gonna be fun, bro. If you don't understand the game in like 10 seconds of getting into it, it's done. You're not gonna play it anymore. And this is why like a game like Blade Ball can get 200,000 players. You're legit mashing your keyboard and your mouse, and people find that fun because you got able to understand that in 5 to 10 seconds. Bro, a toddler can play Blade Ball, man. No disrespect to the game. No, actually disrespect to the game, because that game's like repetitive. 200,000 people would spend their whole night hitting at a ball for 30 minutes straight. That's basically what the game is. But it wasn't always like that. Back then you're able to experiment with more things. Your technically not required to treat your audience as if they're like 5-year-olds, which is something that you have to do now in Roblox. And certain games like, for example, Apocalypse Rising 2, that game is still successful, yes, but back in the old days, it was insane. That game was in the middle of the front page at all times. Now it averages like what, maybe 4,000 to 5,000 players, which isn't bad, by the way, which isn't bad. But Blade Ball does 200k. So I mean, what's the point, right? What's the point of developing Apocalypse Rising, a game that has taken Gus Manek pretty much half a decade to create, while Blade Ball probably was made in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a couple of days maybe, if they are efficient enough. So you see where Roblox is trending towards now. And so if you're a Roblox developer watching this, or if you're like a Roblox player or whatever, how to make your game played by millions. This is how you do it. And you don't have to do the sellout route of making games suited for brain dead 5-year-olds who have Grimace Shake like 10 times a week and Skiddly toilets in their shorts feed. How do you make a game that actually is fun but will still get played? In my opinion, do it the Evade style. Build a community, work on the fundamentals, and the community is like the most important thing. You can apply this to like YouTube as well, but the community is the people that's always going to support you no matter how good or bad the game goes. Most 5-year-olds are gonna flip-flop from game after game after game within a few days. They get a bit excited about your game for a few days, or maybe a week or a month if you're lucky, but other than that, after the phase is over, you're gone. Blade Ball is not gonna be successful in 6 months, bro. That game's gonna fall off really quickly. Mark my words. I've seen this hundreds of times. And so screw everybody else. Focus on the community. Listen to them. Focus on the community. Of course, you also have to bring in new updates that attract other new players as well, but generally focus on the people that support your game first. Don't go for these 5-year-olds, bro, because they are not loyal. They're gonna go to the next game immediately. But there are certain games that will never fall off. These games technically already have legendary status. They have stupid tons of respect, and they have so much power that I don't think they will ever fall off. You can do this 2 ways. Number 1, become so big you basically become irreplaceable. Brookhaven is an example of this. There's literally creators who only make Brookhaven content. They have millions of subscribers, bro. That is insane. Based off just one game only. There are people that just watch Brookhaven and nothing else. If you're one of those people and you're watching this deep into the video, I'm gonna give you a medal, bro. I'm actually gonna give you a medal. Or next, have so much respect that people will keep playing your game no matter what. Natural Disaster Survival is a game that I've been playing since I was 8 years old. Working in a pizza place can also fit into this too. Like, these games have legendary status. They're not as big as, of course, Adopt Me and Brookhaven and all these other games, but they have so much respect that they're just gonna get played no matter what. Stickmaster Luke and Dude One, I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name, the creator of Work in a Pizza Place, they probably haven't updated their games like properly in months. For Stickmaster Luke's case, I don't think he has changed it in years. If you compare the game from 2020 to 2023, I don't think there's barely any difference. Maybe he made a couple of new disasters or something like that, but other than that, nothing's changed. And the game still averages maybe 10,000 players. The bro probably makes thousands off this game without even doing anything, bro. Stickmaster Luke can die tomorrow and his parents are gonna get a bag just by doing nothing. That's how good and how respected the game is. If you ask anyone, they have played Natural Disaster Survival. Like, legit, anyone. 5-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 30-year-olds. Like, Natural Disaster Survival has been around since I think 2009, 2014, around that era. There's probably 25-year-olds and 5-year-olds that know what this game is. And so yeah, get so big they can't replace you, and get so respected that nobody's gonna stop playing your game. It's 21 minutes right now. I'm gonna cut this off. Thank you.